my channel once again. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming back every time. Thank you for keeping me going. And if you're new here, you are welcome. Please click on the subscribe button, share, and click on the notification bell, and comment, like. And okay, so today it's a continuation of my previous video where I talked about the steps and the kind of visa I'm on. And so today I'm going to be breaking down everything I explained in the previous video. So if you've not seen the previous video, please go back and watch it just so you can understand what we're talking about. So today I'm going to be talking about the steps, you know, everything it entails. Okay, so if you're going to apply for a student visa, you'll be needing some documents. You need your international passport, you need your YX certificate, you will need something called statement of purpose, also known as personal statements. I'll list everything in the video so you understand what I'm talking about. Statement of purpose, or aka personal statements, your WAEC results, a CV, a recommendation letter, that's a work reference letter from your place of work, and an academic reference letter as well. And what else? Your WAEC results, your university certificate, your CV, your work reference, international passport. If you're married, your marriage certificate. What else? Your NYSC certificate, that's if you've served. What else? If there's anything I don't remember right now, I'll just put it up then on the screen. Okay, so after you have all these documents, you go ahead and apply to the school where you wish to go to. And if it's a 1-year course, like I said in the previous video, a 1-year course is actually cheaper than a 2-year course. But you know, a 2-year course gives you longer time. You know, before 2 years ends, you must have gained ground, or you know how you shall find your way around or move to another country or something. It gives you a longer stay. So that's the advantage of a 2-year course over a 1-year course. And then if you have dependents, it hasn't gotten to their own part yet. You know, you as the main applicant is the one that will first do everything. You need to do everything before it gets to their own part. So you apply to schools, get an offer. After you've gotten an offer, they give you something called a conditional or an unconditional offer. When you get an unconditional offer, you must have, you know, you just try to network and get your school groups on Telegram or anywhere, you know, get the school bank details, pay into the school account. Once you get debited and the school has confirmed payment, there's something they call telex. So when you get the telex, that's like a receipt for a foreign transaction. So when you get the telex, you mail it back to the school. That's for my own school. I don't know how it works in other schools. So when you get the telex, you mail it back to them that, okay, so just so they can acknowledge the payment. So when they do that, when it's time to start issuing CAS is confirmation of acceptance of studies. So you need it to apply for your visa. Without CAS, you cannot apply for your visa. So when you get that thing called CAS, you apply for your visa with your tuberculosis. You need to go to Lagos or Abuja. Those are the two main centers for now where they have the TB tests done. So if you're coming in with your dependents, all of you need to have the tuberculosis certificate. So you go to Abuja or Lagos centers, IOM, it's called IOM center, and you have your tuberculosis test done. So you need you'll be issued a certificate. So you need the certificate as well to apply for your visa. So you must have started gathering all your documents before you apply for visa. You need quite a number of them. So you have your CAS, you have your tuberculosis certificate, and then all other documents you used in applying for admission, you have them. So for your dependents, you need just the TB certificates and also your own CAS. They'll be needing your CAS as well. So that's pretty much it. When you have everything intact, once it's time to start applying, you go to UKVI website, apply, and then you'll be given a date for biometrics. You go for your biometrics. It's also in Lagos or in Abuja. You go for biometrics. All these things I'm talking about takes months. It takes months. Actually, it's not like it's very months. Yeah, months, but it's it's still the fastest means of japa. If you ask me, it's still the fastest. So after that, you go for your biometrics, do your biometrics in Lagos or in Abuja, and then sit back and relax and wait for them to mail you back to come back and collect your visa. So that's pretty much it. It takes weeks. So there are three intakes. We have the January/February intake, you have the May intake, and the September intake. It depends on your school. Some schools don't even have February intakes at all, and some don't have May at all. Some only have February and September, some only have May and September. So it depends on the kind of school you're going to. You can decide to target February intake, you can decide to target May intake, you can decide to target September intake. So it depends on when you when you want to apply, or when you're ready to apply for your studentship. So that's pretty much it. And in our case, we started applying in February, and it took, it was a roller coaster of emotions. I won't even lie to you guys. It was not easy. I mean, from the process of application, after you've applied for admission alone, you have to wait and start praying. Okay, I pray they give me an offer. So when you get an offer, that's another testimony. From that, you apply again to pay with your own money. You are the one paying the school. So you'll be praying to be debited from the bank, just so the school can acknowledge the payments. So when you do that and they acknowledge eventually, that's another testimony. You know that, okay, it's actually in hurdle. So when you finish and cross that hurdle, you are moving to another hurdle. So when you pay your school fees and they give you the thing called CAS, I mean, that CAS is like, let's say visa is the main thing, but that CAS is like the assistant visa. So once you have that CAS, because without that CAS you can't apply for visa. So once you have CAS, you know that, okay, you're already like 80% away from getting your visa. So once you apply for CAS, that's after the school has acknowledged your payment, you apply for CAS on your school portal, you apply for CAS, you wait for CAS to drop again. So when CAS drops, you apply for visa, you go for your TB, you gather your documents, go for TB test, apply for CAS, get your CAS, get everything, and apply and wait for your visa. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for joining. I hope I didn't bore you guys too much. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. You're selfish.